Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 27-degree Thursday, the 16th of February. Boy, we're just racking this month out on and by, aren't we? They seem to go that way. Seems to get faster and faster. I think that's what everybody says. Hardly any snow, just stuff that kind of hangs out in the shade. Well, Mama,
Yes,
it was a very nice drive to work.
It was.
All the mountains were out.
Mm-hmm.
St. Helens, Adams, Hood, they're just like, morning. Yeah, they were very clear out there. It was beautiful.
They were very pretty. I love looking at the snow.
Yeah, but it's Thursday.
It is.
The week is dwindling to an end.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a GSA sitting out there. I know I've got a GSA first service. It's kind of cool about that. The guy who watches the vlogs because he left a comment. You're going to be doing my service tomorrow. I'm like,
that's
hot
awesome.
dang. And it's nice out. He goes, I hope you film it. Well, I'm sure I will.
Yes.
Pouring down rain, it's just nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Take them for the quick, unrecorded ride, you know.
Yeah. Make sure everything's good to
Yeah,
go.
make sure it does what it needs to do and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mama,
Yes.
have yourself a wonderful day.
You too.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Check it out. Stunning. I think it's called Gravity Blue Metallic. It is the trophy edition of the R1250GSA. It's in for its first service. Man, that color is some kind of cool. Man, I got out of the car and walked across the parking lot and I was like, whoa. Yep. They look a whole lot better sitting outside than they did sitting on the showroom. Lovely, lovely motorcycles. Got the ECM flash done. I do that first thing because sometimes it does the TFT update. I haven't had any issues with doing the ECM flash because they're all at 23, so the integration level is pretty high, and that usually the dash doesn't need anything. But if it does, it can take up to 2 hours. It can. They do weird things like they have us do things that are actually incorrect. Power the bike up before you put the controller on there, the ICOM or VCI, and that does something. It wakes it up a different way, and they can make that go faster. They're telling us to do things at school. One thing they're very adamant about, and I see he's done this, but most people know this, but I just mention it to you just in case you don't. If you put a tender lead on there, that is for powering something only. Do not put a battery charger on that. You need to hook up to this thing correctly. You got to use the BMW. So where it used to be up there is now a USB. So what used to be an optional part is now where you charge your battery. Get a CAN bus 4 that's designed. You can get the ones for the BMWs that comes with everything you need. So use the CAN bus 4 or the BMW charger. The CAN bus 4, the Optimate 4 is what I meant to say. I would go for the Optimate. The BMW one doesn't have all the fancy maintenance stuff that, it'll maintain it, does the job. It's a BMW component, but it's considerably more expensive. And the Optimate one, you can switch it really easy in between CAN bus mode and regular mode and charge other things in your house. It's just, they're flawless, and they do a very, very good job. But anyway, let's get this thing done. This thing is not hard to look at, I'm here to tell you. Jeez. It's a low chassis, which is it's nice, they're very unintimidating. But I prefer the way a standard chassis GSA handles. But oddly, I prefer short chassis GS over the standard GS. Calm down here a second. No, nothing wrong with anything. We did the ECM flash, which is a bulletin we have to do. The spokes were fine. Coolant bottle was at the low level, so I had to kick it up to the top mark. Oil was It's nice and clean, you know, at first service. Yeah, no problems. No faults, no problems. Although there's a little note on there that says the foot pegs are vibrating. But he's got these flat foot pegs on there. I don't know if that makes a difference. I have no idea. I can't answer that when it's sitting on my bench. So we'll take her for a little rip here and see what she does. These boxers, you always feel something. The 1200s used to, especially my throttle hand, made my throttle hand go numb. But the 1250s, none of them did it. But, you know, it's not a gold wing. There is some rumbling that goes on, which is very, very nice. Nothing worse than riding a motorcycle that doesn't even feel like it's running. If you didn't hear it and feel it, you wouldn't know it was even running. That's just, you know, you get that fancy and that smooth. My thinking is, go ahead and just break out that automobile and take it for a drive. You're missing the whole thing, man. Seems like, although, you know, it's weird this time of year, the BMWs are kind of quiet. Everything's kind of quiet, but the ones that I've ridden have all been GSs. I haven't had a good old GSA out in a minute. That camera just randomly powered itself down. I hope I was recording prior to this. It kind of concerns me. So if this is where I start, I apologize. Looks like it's trying to be sunny, but I think the weather is supposed to be cloudy all day. Look at the red in those trees. That's just the limbs that do that, but it's really cool looking. Oh, it's my... Look. Tell me that doesn't look like an RC car. If you take my TRX4 Sport, they got kits and stuff that Traxxas has to literally make it look like that. That's too cool. I flew by there the other day when I was talking about that thing, and it just went by in a flash. I was telling somebody, I should have taken a picture. But I was thinking about that just then, but yeah, that might be a little weird. Somebody see you taking a picture of their car out in front of their house. So Smoak, how come you got beat up when you went on a test ride? I said, well, I thought it'd be a good idea to take a picture of some private property. Whew, that thing is good looking. God almighty. There was somebody in the writer's lounge when I snag a cup of coffee. And I don't know if this is this gentleman or not. I'm sure we'll meet at some point. He's a waiter, so it's probably him. But yeah, I'm not feeling anything on you. I mean, it just feels, I can feel something in the pegs, but you always do. Nothing unusual, more or less. It's interesting, those pegs are flat, but you are not sitting on them flat at all. You're riding right on the front edge of them. I mean, I have to roll my foot way. I have to sit in the back seat to make them pegs be flat. We'll stop somewhere here and take a photog or something, and I'll show you. I wouldn't get muddy out off-roading on this thing, but I would imagine if you got a low chassis GSA, you're not doing much off-roading anyway, and that's okay. I very seldom took the demos I had off-road. That first one I did. Remember, I thought my son was lost. I went down that crazy hill that, geez, I haven't gone through that thing since I was well, I guess when I first came up here, I used to do a lot of dirt riding. We moved back up here from Texas in 2000. Dual sport bikes. But yeah, that was 23 years ago. I was 23 years younger. 23 years younger and dumber. Nah, the old GSA did good. Just aired down those stock Anakis, is that what they were? Anaki 3s or something like that. I think they're 80-20s, 80% street, 20% off-road. Well, I was trying to do 100% off-road on 80-20 tires. That was not smart. But I made it, no problem. Gave me a workout like I hadn't had in a while. That's a big, these things are just stupid heavy for doing anything off-road. If I'm doing off-roading, it would, on one of these, it was just because I ran into it. I wouldn't purposely take my 600-pound GSA out to go off-roading. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. But people do it just, you know, they spend all this money on this thing. Well, I watch all these videos. I watch the GS Trophy series. Yeah, you're talking very professional people. They probably get paid a stupid amount of money to do what they're doing, you know. It's a whole nother world. One that you and I aren't involved in. You know, another thing I've noticed too, of course I didn't ride this thing before, but these things are noticeably smoother after the first service. Somebody said I didn't wave at my guy down here. He's been facing the phone here the last 3 times I've come through. Wasn't ignoring him. He was deep in thought about something on his phone each time. Probably talking to clients and stuff. I don't know what they're doing out here, but they're doing a lot of it. Had the road all dug up. I bet you they had some interesting encounters with our camp people there. No, usually nobody checks their tire pressure. So when I check, you just never know what you can see when you check these things. It was exactly 36 in the front. And man, I have to talk to him. He was off on the rear. Supposed to be 42. He was 41.5. No, that's perfect. Makes you wonder if they didn't adjust their tire pressure out there in the parking lot or something. That's just someone that has pride, takes care of their stuff. Things aren't cheap, you know. Alright, swing in here. I'll give you a little look-see at these pegs. Specialty service. Look how nice and easy this goes into neutral. And them clutch plates are warped like on that GS. Man, I think it was hard as heck to get into neutral. I guess we got the clutch kit and everything coming for it. Oh, I was going to show you the pegs. See, they're flat, non-BMW pegs, which is fine. But, you know, like I say, if your foot's kind of going like this, so you're not riding flat on them. I guess you could. Man, that thing just looks good. Alright, you lovely old gal. They're so easy to get on and off when they're just squatted to the ground. Bring this back up to the boy. Yeah, I don't feel anything unusual. You know, you ride enough of these things, something funky happens or something's different. Good Lord. That is a hole. What is that thing? don't know. A lot of construction stuff going on around here lately. A smogmobile. Years ago, we come up with that little saying, smogmobile, because, you know, like the new BRP Ski-Doos, they're two strokes, but, well, they make 4 strokes too, but anyway, they literally no smoke. When you can run an action and basically fog the motor, it'll do it to itself, which is really cool. But anyway, when you're doing that, or when you're pulling it out of that, you know, pre-season, it'll smoke a little bit. But the old days, the old, you know, typical 2 strokes, you know, they just bellowing smoke out. Not no more. Alright, stash his key up front, so I'll grab that and go inside. Gotta go downstairs and get my RO too, so. Anyway, thanks for coming along for a rip. Alrighty. Almighty, that thing is gorgeous. Well, hello there, YouTube. It's 10 degrees warmer out here than what it was last night, and for some reason it feels colder.
I know it.
Like tick, 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 tapping on the, you working?
I know.
We're stupid. We got temperature gauges everywhere.
He's psycho.
It's kind of crazy. And one of my ones out in the tree, the sensor finally died, but that thing's, good Lord, I think that'd be close to 10 years old now. I don't know how many times I got out there and put batteries in it.
It's outlived its.
Yeah, one of those nights.
durability.
Yeah, it got down to 16 degrees one of those nights, and it stuck there. And it was showing it was connected, but it won't change. And then once I thought the batteries, so I changed the batteries, and that was it. She's done. But the gentleman with the GSA today, he was going. You remember I brought you guys? I go, you know how you see a face, you meet so many people, you know, working around public like that. I go, he's got such a familiar face, and I just can't put it together. He's the one that brought Kelly and I all those Himalayan oil change kits.
I know. I thought he looked familiar when I was getting coffee, and I'm going, I know him from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him since then. That was a couple of years ago, and yeah, we still haven't gone through all those things.
I know. We
And
gotta put some miles on him.
Yeah, he got them on eBay from India, whatever, one of those massive package deals, and he goes, the bike will never last that long, you know. So I think he gave us
Like 6?
yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Very nice.
yeah, super nice guy. So it was nice to see him again. That's kind of cool. It turns out to be the guy with the GSA I was working on.
Yeah.
But
Small world.
yeah, that's cool. Ooh, that trophy, that thing was kind of pretty.
Mhm.
Wow. Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice to ride a GSA again, too. Especially a nice, fresh, new one. But, anyway. Well, Mama, it's cold out here.
We better get going.
Let these folks go.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. Friday tomorrow. Heck yeah.
Yay.
That's TJ. Friday. He
Yes.
comments something. He goes, yeah, it's Friday Eve. All right. We'll see you guys in the morning.
See you then.
Bye-bye now.